Hello gamers, welcome back to Zero Ethics. I wanted to do this video because I was going through YouTube and I found some old stuff from about 6 months ago, what I will refer to as the infamous skills versus kills debacle. If you don't know what this was, it was basically a live stream Dead by Daylight did with their lead designer Patrick, who maybe did not articulate himself in the best method. He came off, like, I'll be honest, he came off pretty like a douchebag, like comparing DBD to hockey and stuff. And of course, the community went bananas because he was talking about like skills equal kills and basically that he's talking about MMR and that all the nuances in the game, like completing gens and chases and blah blah blah, are ignored. You know, that they're not taken into account, and all the content creators are pretty assed up about it. And then all the content creators did the same thing. They all went and made games, even though they were kind of like protesting it from a survivor standpoint. They all went and made games on the killer side, and they all took Bubba, and then they all face camp their survivors, and then they all talked about, oh, look how skilled I am, blah, blah, blah. And it was supposed to be like sarcastic, but two problems, right? We're going to get this out of the way, and then we're going to get into the meat and potatoes. First of all, out of like, what, 27 killers? Just because you run to the one killer that's like known to be like toxic, you know, like trolly, and then it doesn't prove anything, right? Like the fact that every single content creator ran to Bubba, it says something about Bubba, but it also says something about the content creators, and I'll just leave that at that. Two, I didn't understand the point. Like I didn't understand the point they were trying to make. I'll give you an example. Content creator logs on, plays Bubba. Downs a survivor, hooks him, face camps him. Survivor's coming for the rescue. He downs him, hooks him, face camps him. Wins the game. The whole time talking about, oh, look how skilled I am. All like sarcastic. No, that you're good. Like that was a strategy. You employed a strategy, right? We talked about this in our camping and tunneling video. You employed a strategy. The correct answer would have been, right, once they saw you were face camping him, the correct answer would have been for your team to smash gens. The guy on the hook should have hit his skill checks, bought as much time as humanly possible, and let his team get gens done. The team could have got 3 gens done before that guy died. But they didn't. They came in for the rescue, and they got downed, and they got hooked, and they got killed. So, from a killer standpoint, I don't see a problem. You played a great game, right? You employed a strategy. It worked. End of story. Should you increase MMR? Absolutely, because clearly, and I say this as a hot garbage trash bag survivor myself, and even I know that you don't go in for a rescue when Bubba's face camping, right? Like it's 101. The fact that these survivors did it just tells me, yes, you absolutely need to increase your MMR. Because eventually you're going to get to a level where survivors won't do that anymore. Where you're going to sit there camping this dude and gens are going to start popping left and right, and then 3 of them are going to escape. And you'll get 1 kill. And then you'll be in the right MMR. But for right now, yes. If survivors are still falling for that dumb shit, you definitely need to increase your MMR. So enough of that. So let me say this. I love our community. I love Dead by Daylight. I love our community. And I have nothing but respect for the content creators, large and small, because they put in the work. I mean, it's no small thing to... Shit, honestly, getting 100 subscribers is no small thing. 100 people subscribing to your channel is dope, right? 100,000, even better, right? Large and small. I have nothing but respect for these content creators because they put in the work to do the videos and to engage and to be successful. And I respect the shit out of that. That being said, I think they're all missing the point. Or missing a piece of the puzzle. And here's the piece. MMR is not a reward, right? There's a reason we can't see it. It's not a reward. It is a system put in place to try to match you with people of equal skill. Now, equal skill, what does that mean? Okay, well, let's put it like this. As a killer, my job, my goal, my mission, and I have only one, is to kill 4 survivors before they escape. Period. That is my job. Right? Now, you can overcomplicate that as some survivors have done via the Imaginary Survivor rulebook, right? You can overcomplicate it with tons of rules and you're not supposed to do this and you can't do that and blah, blah, blah. But strip all that bullshit away and the game is very simple. As a killer, my one and only job is to kill 4 survivors before they escape, period. As a survivor, your only job, your one and only mission in this game is to escape, period. Nope. No argument. Period. Yes, gens need to be done. Exit gates need to be powered. Survivors might need to be rescued. Killers might need to be looped. But ultimately, you only have one job as a survivor, and that is to escape before you are killed, right? It is a mirror of the killer's goal, right? Killer is kill you before you escape. You are escape before killed. Period. It is that easy. It is that simple. This game is that simple, people. We like to overcomplicate it with rules and all this other BS, but it is that simple. Okay? Now, you are rewarded for awesome gameplay. You are rewarded for nuances, as they call them, right? Generators and rescues and all this stuff. Those nuances, you are rewarded for those via blood points. That's your reward. Okay? If you play an amazing game, if you complete all 5 gens by yourself, loop the killer for 20 minutes, rescue 3 survivors, and then at the end he no-eds you, hooks you, and camps you to death. Okay? At the end of the game is going to say, wow, you played an amazing game, sir. You completed all 5 gens, you looped the killer for 20 minutes, and you rescued 3 survivors. And it's going to give you iridescent badges, you're going to pip up like a mother, and it's going to give you a boatload of blood points. Right? That is your reward. Now, should you increase in MMR? Did you complete your one and only actual objective, which is to live? No, you didn't. You died. So, 1, how can you increase the killer's MMR for killing you and simultaneously increase your MMR for being killed? It doesn't make sense. And 2, regardless of how amazing a game you played, if this killer killed you, then why should you go against a stronger killer? How does that make sense? It doesn't. Okay? I get why they got upset about it, because the way that Patrick was talking about it is making it sound like the skill, the stuff you do in the game doesn't matter. Like looping and everything doesn't matter. Like, oh, well, if you made a skilled play but then you died, was it really a skilled play? Right? And the way he was wording it was really kind of shitty, and it did take away from the skill of these survivors. And as a garbage bag survivor, I can tell you that these survivors are skilled. All right, they are skilled. It takes a lot of skill to be able to loop a damn killer for like 4 gens. You know what I mean? That's serious. I can't do it. Not even close. And the way he worded it really took away from it, because he was just like, oh, well, you know, if you did all this amazing stuff and then you got killed, was it really amazing? Yeah, it was. I mean, it was just like the worst way. I mean, what he should have said is, look, if you play an amazing game, the game is going to reward you via blood points and pips, right? It's going to rank you up, right? You're going to get blood points for it. That's your reward. But MMR goes off one simple thing. Did you live? That is your goal as a survivor. Did you live? So there's 2, I guess, counter arguments that are going to come up from this. The first will be, well, what if I just, so as a survivor, if I just go stand in a corner and don't do anything and wait for the generators to get done and the exit gates open and then just leave, my MMR should go up? Question mark. Yes. Yes, it should. You survived, right? So yes, your MMR should go up. Are you a good survivor? No. You're a garbage survivor. Worse than me. And your blood points are going to reflect that. You're going to get 0 blood points. You're going to de-pip, right? Which is your punishment for standing in a corner. But you did survive. I mean, that is the goal. So should you increase your MMR? Sure. Yep, you absolutely should. The second point is going to be from the killer standpoint. Excuse me. So from the killer standpoint, one of the things they said was that if you two hooked everybody, but everyone escaped, should you increase your MMR? No, everyone escaped. Like, why are we overcomplicating this? Right? Who cares if I got two hooks on everybody? Well, that takes more skill than what the point is that hooking everyone twice takes more skill, quote unquote, than just hooking someone and face camping them to death. You know what I mean? Like, that's the premise of the argument. And that's great. Again, right? It's the same thing. If I two hook everybody and they escape, I'll be rewarded for that via blood points, right? Chases and hooks and blah, blah, blah. All that stuff gets rewarded via blood points and pips and ranking, which gets rewarded by more blood points on the 13th of every month. But should I increase in MMR if every survivor escaped? No, I shouldn't. Why would I? If all 4 survivors escaped, why would I need to go up against better survivors? Listen, people, this is simple. Like, in my pea brain, from a killer standpoint, this is simple. If you got 0 to 1 kills, right? 0 kills or 1 kill, your MMR goes down, right? Because pretty much everyone escaped. If you got 2 kills, it's like a tie. You stay where you are, and if you get 3 to 4 kills, your MMR goes up, right? In my brain, I don't know how MMR works, but it seems pretty simple to me. Something like that, right? But I don't like I said, I don't understand why people are overcomplicating this topic. I mean, I know it's been 6 months, and I'm kind of necro-resing this, but I'm just saying it doesn't make any sense, right? The game is simple. If you're a survivor, your job is to live. If you're a killer, your job is to kill, right? All the nuances, all the extra shit, the hooks, the chases, the generators, all this other stuff. All that stuff is rewarded via blood points, via pips, via ranks, and then again on the 13th of every month, blood points again. But MMR is just a system based on did you complete your actual one and only objective you have, which is either kill everyone or escape. So that's it. I don't want to get off on a tangent anymore than I already have. I've watched a bunch of these videos. They don't make any sense to me. I feel like I said, I love these content creators. They're super smart, but I feel like they're really missing the point on this. And I will say that I think that Patrick is right on one thing. There are way too many nuances in this game, right, to turn into a viable system. That wouldn't be the case if it was just as simple as I did gens and I did loops and blah, blah, blah. But you got to remember that survivors are controlled by players, and some players are toxic, and some players just make stupid decisions because they want to bully people or act like idiots or whatever. And now, how do you account for that in the MMR? There's just too much stuff, right? The current MMR system is simple because the game is simple, right? If you are a killer, did you kill people? If you're a survivor, did you escape? Period. Everything else is blood points. That's the end of the story. I don't understand why it's so fucking hard. I love you guys. Stop overcomplicating shit. Stop overcomplicating shit. Take your egos out of it, okay? Content creator, I am talking to you, the guy who did a video, another creator reacted to your video, and then you did a third video of you reacting to him, reacting to you. That is just fucking ego. It's pure ego. I love you, but it is pure ego. So, come on, guys. Let's think about this. Let's take a step back, be a little objective, right? Take our pride out of this and realize that blood points are your reward for nuances. MMR is based purely on your one and only job as a survivor or a killer. It is simple. This game is simple. Stop overcomplicating it. If you made it through this video, woo, good job. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think, right? All I ask is you be constructive, right? If you agree with me, that's cool. If you disagree with me, that's cool too, man. Be constructive. Let's start a conversation. Don't just be like, you suck, you're stupid, right? Yeah, okay, got it. It doesn't do anything, doesn't add anything. But feel free to leave some constructive criticism if you want. I'd love to hear it. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the whole infamous skills versus kills debacle. Thank you for joining me. Until next time, peace out.